Are you getting the best motorcycling experience that you possibly can? Let's get into it.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. So in this video I'm talking about motorcycling experiences. Are you having the best time possible? Are you getting the best experience possible? Now this could be lots of different things. It could be the type of motorcycle that you're riding or scooter that you're riding, the kind of people that you hang out with, the events that you go to. Are you allowed to ride motorcycling right now? Are you restricted by movements wherever you are? What is a motorcycling experience to you? I mean, all I can say from my point of view, that actually a motorcycling experience means lots and lots of different things. It's not only about riding by myself on the back roads or on the twisties with an open face helmet on my heroic Harley. No, it means a lot more than that. It could be on a long endurance ride. It could be some shorter commuting rides. It could be just the physical act of riding motorcycles in all kinds of weathers. Now, there's no doubt I feel a lot nicer about it, a lot happier about it when the weather is nicer. It's warmer, it's dry roads, but also riding in bad weather adds to that challenge as well, adds to that motorcycling experience. Lots of people may muddy the waters a little bit, may start talking about motorcycling experience in a grander scheme, you know, talking about motorcycling events or motorcycle lifestyle, motorcycle cultures, that kind of thing. But actually, when we're talking about motorcycling experience, for me, it's actually being on the bike. And does the motorcycle you ride change that motorcycling experience? Well, I think it undoubtedly does. There is no doubt that actually riding on a two-wheeled contraption or a three-wheeled contraption, or supposing on a quad and a four-wheeled contraption if you want, you know, being exposed to the elements, that kind of thing, that is a motorcycling experience in itself. However, then we're talking about different motorcycling experiences according to the type of ride that you like. Now, I started off back in the day off-road riding, then I ventured out onto the roads and I went through lots of different types of motorcycling, but I never really considered what a motorcycling experience was. I just enjoyed it. I just got on the bike and rode it. I didn't really look into different types of motorcycles to experience, well, a different type of motorcycling experience. Then I got into faster bikes, sportier bikes, and then naked bikes, and then also custom bikes and cruising bikes and things like that. And with each bike, I was noticing a different experience, a different feeling, a different sense of satisfaction. And maybe that is the key to a motorcycling experience. It's the satisfaction that you get from whatever you're riding. Now, I bring this up because there is always going to be an opinion. It's always a subjective thing, isn't it? It's about how you individually feel about it, how you react to it, how your senses react to it. Now, for you, it could be a sports bike. It could be trying to go as fast as you can, getting on some twists, getting your knee down, and just getting that thrill ride. Now, for others, it could be riding in groups, cruising along. It could just be on the straight roads, just on a long distance riding, tours, that kind of thing. Whatever the experience, it is individual to you, and also it's individual to the type of bike that you're riding. It doesn't have to be a big bike. You know, we kind of assume that the ultimate motorcycling experience may have to be with a really big engine, a really fast motorcycle, the biggest cruiser out there, a Harley Davidson, an Indian, whatever. But it doesn't have to be. You can have a great motorcycling experience, a great riding experience, let's say. That's probably a better way to describe it, a better riding experience from actually just being on a little moped. It really depends how you feel about it. Motorcycle manufacturers will sell you on this idea of a motorcycling experience, and they will try to tell you or try to show you that the experience that you will get on their machine is going to be the best motorcycling experience. Of course they would, otherwise they wouldn't be selling any motorcycles. Otherwise, what's the point of them being in business? They're going to try and sell you their best product, and hopefully a product that you're going to like. Well, actually, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what they're in business for. They want to get riders' bums on their motorcycle seats, and hopefully their business will grow. But just because they claim something is better, just because they say that their motorcycling experience is the best, it doesn't necessarily make it so. How many reviews have you seen? How many interpretations have you watched or read of a particular motorcycle? Then you go and try it yourself and you experience something completely different. Or indeed, you may experience exactly the same thing. It's a kind of a hit and miss, isn't it? You can get the best motorcycle riding experience on an old trash bike that you picked up at a scrapyard, and as long as it runs, that's all you care about. Or you could spend 20,000, 30,000 pounds, dollars, shekels, whatever it is, for that ultimate ride that you may only ride once in a blue moon. Motorcycling experience, or the best motorcycling experience, is very hard to define, and I observe this all the time in all sorts of motorcycling communities, not only in just the Harley Davidson world, but in sports bike world, in cruiser world, naked bikes, whatever, British bikes, Italian bikes, whatever, Japanese bikes. It's always there. Blind loyalties have grown over the years, patriotic fervour, marketing spiel, you'll find the nicest people on Hondas, or something like that. Rebels ride Harleys, or something like that. Indian wasn't the first American motorcycle manufacturer. Or was it? There'll be lots of pseudo-historians out there who will always try and tell you something about something. Anything about anything. But does it really mean anything to you? Owners groups, riders groups, motorcycle clubs, they all exist for like-minded individuals who are searching for a particular camaraderie. They're looking for a certain sense of belonging or a certain sense of identity as well. But that really has nothing to do with motorcycling experience or riding experience. That is more to do with association, and that is more to do with lifestyle and what else you want from a motorcycling experience and motorcycle lifestyle as well. People, groups, associations, clubs, they may tell you you can only ride a certain brand of motorcycle, you can only ride a certain style of motorcycle. Now that's fine if that's the way they want to go, but for me, actually, I would always embrace all kinds of motorcycles, any kind of motorcycling experience, and I would value each one on its own merits. I would have my own preferences, no doubt, and as I've got older and possibly less agile, I would favour different styles of motorcycles over others. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I think one style is better than another or one motorcycling experience is better than another. In the final analysis, the best motorcycling experience for you is possibly the one that makes you feel happy. That you're on a motorcycle and you've got a beaming smile. You feel at peace, you feel relaxed, you're enjoying what you're doing. And if any motorcycle, no matter what brand, no matter what style, no matter what cc it has, can give you that experience, then all power to it. On those few occasions that I'll get on another motorcycle and do a bike review, I often get comments from people that they love how enthusiastic I sound on a motorcycle. And that's because I genuinely am. It doesn't really matter what bike I'm riding, I can always sound enthusiastic because I am enthusiastic about it. I am really enjoying the experience. Yes, you can pick holes, you can be objective about certain things, about certain sensations of how things work, where things are placed, how a motorcycle rides, but essentially I'm always going to enjoy that experience. Some more than others, some would be more to my style of riding or more my seating position, my riding position, but essentially I'm always going to be enthusiastic about it. Because I love motorcycles. I suppose we all search for things that make us happy, and riding motorcycles for a lot of people is that thing, is that key ingredient that many of us may not have been able to do so much in recent months, especially with the global pandemic. Now obviously this really depends where you are in the world, of course, but actually being on a bike and enjoying that, actually the time is now, the season is opening up, the time is to get out on your motorcycles and enjoy the weather, enjoy the riding experience, and you know what, just enjoy it for you, for your own pleasure. And everything else that is on the periphery, motorcycle events, rallies, motorcycle associations, going out on group rides, other motorcycling interests, fashions, opinions, this bike, it looks good, that custom job, that custom part, that's all on the periphery. And those are all great things to get involved with, of course. But actually the riding experience, the motorcycling experience, for me, it begins and it ends at that point. That's what I love. That's why I always sound really enthusiastic when I'm riding a motorcycle, maybe on my vlogs, because I'm genuinely excited. I almost have a Jekyll and Hyde existence. I have this kind of sedate delivery, and then I'll have the motorcycle riding delivery where my true passion and my true enthusiasm comes out. I just can't help myself. So when people ask me what is the best motorcycling experience, or when people try and tell you what is the best motorcycling experience, actually just remember this: the best motorcycling experience is the one that you favour the most. Right, I'm done in here. I'm just about to go and ride my bike, go and enjoy some more motorcycling experiences, and I'll catch you again. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, website. You know the score. Ta-da!